because of that appreciation for what takes time and effort, it then begs the question of like, there is an, we know that there's an appeal for that. Like, it's like content on its own. The fact that something takes time and effort, which is why Mr. Beast always emphasized.
Yeah.
We couldn't post today's video because there was 700 GoPros, 9 million hours, and guess what? I was filming this one since I was 2, and most importantly, my dad is in it. You don't want to miss it, and I don't. You would need to know how we tracked him down and got him in this video. Because I've not seen him. He was not there this thing, so I had to track him down. But added to that is that this video that I'm going to post it cost, actually, not only is Elon Musk in it cost us 3 billion, and we are currently at loss, and I'm going to jail in the video too. Because like I'm out of money or some shit. It's just to emphasize time and effort, because there's an appeal for it. Now, it's not that we don't know this, but to put it, to be as specific and sum it down to time and effort, is to that became, so I'll say we went through different phases of YouTube. Entertainment, personality. She has an amazing personality. Everybody's like, this, oh, have you heard of her? She has an amazing personality. I can't wait to watch her. And then we went to, have you heard of her? She puts so much time and effort into her videos. So the word of mouth was no longer the enjoyment of the videos, because many videos are enjoyable anyways. Back in the day, not many videos were enjoyable because the platform was just starting. So there was this girl that had a personality that was never seen before. But it's become hard to have a personality that has never been seen on the platform. Not impossible, hard. But then it then became like, have you seen this guy's videos? So much time and effort goes into it. Something else to give people a reason to talk about you in class. The time and effort. So we had, the personality. The personality had a long run because there's different type of personality. Oh my gosh, she's so chill, I love her. Emma Chamberlain. Oh my gosh, she's so funny, almost like she has multiple personality. Superwoman, Lily Singh, and Liza. You know, like her personality is just so dynamic. You can't even tell what she's going to be like tomorrow. She's so funny. Then, oh my God, he's so like creative. Casey Neistat. He's so like reckless. Logan Paul. He's so like, I don't know how he does it, but him and his friends, they are so reckless. David Dobrik. Oh, he's so crazy. I didn't never seen that on YouTube before. KSI.
Yeah.
You understand? Those were the word of mouth. Until we now had a lot of KSIs and a lot of Casey Neistat and a lot of Lizas and so there wasn't much to say. Like Logan Paul was pretty much Jake Paul, who was pretty much Rice Gum, and was pretty much, and it just became like, okay, all right. Almost all the appealing personalities had been explored and almost saturated at the highest level of those personalities. So there wasn't any reason to talk about new creators anymore. So new creators just tried back in the day, and what did they do? Oh, maybe we'll just do vlogs and do the reckless vlogs. Or maybe I'll try like Emma Chamberlain. And they're all like getting some type of success, but not massive success. And then yes, the funny thing, and then Mr. Beast is like, okay, I'm not crazy like KSI, I'm not reckless like Logan Paul, and I'm not funny. I'm not chill and engaging while chill like Emma Chamberlain. Neither am I funny and dynamic, have a funny and dynamic character and personality like Liza and Lily Singh. And then, however he stumbled on it, he then did something that took a lot of time and effort. And people were like, yo, there's literally a clip to back this up. Logan Paul, in 2017, has a vlog where he takes his phone and says, yo, bro, look at this guy. Which is the Mr. Beast counting, saying Logan Paul 100,000 times. So that confirms this my statement. I have not seen any vlog of Logan Paul then when he was like, yo, look at this girl, she's so funny, or look at this guy, he's so funny. Because they had seen a lot of them, you understand? But they had not seen somebody put incredible time and effort more than they're putting. And so it became a new reason. Like, hey, look at this guy. Then another people on the platform like, hey, look at this guy. A new reason to say, look at this guy. What was it? The time and effort that went into the video. And then the Mr. Beastification of YouTube was born. Because it was now like, who's going to put the most time? Who's going to put the most effort? And Mr. Beast said, no, I did it first and nobody's going to beat me at it. You know what? In fact, I'm going to create a standard of amount of time and effort a video should take that will become unreasonable to chase, so nobody will chase it. Because it will not make sense for your health and for your finance. And so he did that, then discovered a new reward that apparently doing that increases your finance in the long term. And he then went even crazier to then throw even more money and continues to do that and just continues to grow. And then someday he will then pause and see what he will do with it. You understand? So it then becomes, and it's going to be unlikely to get to the point where people turn and say, look at that guy, without time and effort. No. What is going to then happen is you must take the time and effort as a constant, because it is the order of the day. Also because it's not just because it's the order of the day, because the personality has already been done. You are not anybody we have never seen before. Or maybe you are, Sam Sulek. We've not seen a YouTuber with that kind of body. So maybe there are still other, but the most appealing have been taken, because Sam Sulek is not seen as like a massive YouTuber. But the most appealing have been taken. So yes, what's going to start to happen? You start to combine time and effort with personality. And then Ryan Trehan was born. A lot of time and effort goes into the videos. Most of them, at least at the time. These days, I say they're pretty much like vlog-like. Maybe time and effort goes to the thumbnail and the finding the idea. But the execution of the video, sometimes it's like a day vlog or 2 days. Or, you know, but even till now, even the ones that seem like vlog, he's going to like 7 different hotels. He'll go to New York, then go to this. It happens very quickly because he's of edit. Then you forget about it, he's traveling. Time and effort becomes an essential part of your brand. An essential thing that people should also say, even if it's not the only thing people say. So you want people to say he's funny or he's whatever, right? You want a personality or a style that is not common on the platform. But time and effort is a non-negotiable on the journey to that. Because time and effort, the appreciation for it cannot be beat. Nobody will appreciate something that takes less time and effort over what took time and effort. That does not make sense. The appreciation, you understand? So that's why it's hard to beat the Mr. Beast, the Mr. Beastification of YouTube, no matter how desperate people are. Because what Mr. Beast did was to then realize the most important element in the appreciation of art or anything, the amount of time and effort that went to it. That's what he took. Not style, not delivery, nothing. He stood his ground on time and effort, resources. And so it would not make sense to appreciate something that took less resources over something that took a lot of resources. Even if that one turns out to be more entertaining, at least for the effort, you will give it an A+. What a fucking effort. Then your goal then becomes to put so much effort and then still make it turn out good, which is what Mr. Beast tended to do. He didn't only focus on making his videos like they were back in the day. He now started making them better, trying to make them funny, involving characters that people want to see, making them visually appealing, and other things added to time and effort so that it is also like a good thing. So what you want to do is time and effort non-negotiable for your brand. I mean, it's for, at least for us who want to be seen like Mr. Beast. Like, I think that's what I should say. What I should say is that I have found a way to describe the positioning we're talking about. One way to describe the Mr. Beast positioning is the time and effort brand. A brand that is known for time and effort is what you are trying to say. I want a brand that is known for time and effort. It's the most rewarding brand for what I want to make of YouTube. Not just funny guy or this thing, no, time and effort. You understand? Now, whilst also being very strategically positioned in the same area like Mr. Beast, you know, the whole kids content niche that people who do time and effort tend to ignore. You know, kids content like topics and stuff. So following in that, but one way to describe it is that when you look at the video, you feel like time and effort went into it. I think that in this modern era, that's what makes a YouTube video respected. That respect we're talking about is the time and effort that are the primary elements. Then you now talk about authenticity. How original is it? But the authenticity is not in the compromise of time and effort. It is in the style that you choose. And so for us, time and effort, and then film style. The film style becomes the authenticity. It's like, no, none of the top guys make their videos like this. Color grading. It's crazy that I discovered this guy, because I thought that color grading, the idea of me saying color grading was like a bold move, because people don't do color grading on YouTube in the niche. You understand? So even in my head, I'm like, yeah, but I'll do it. Fuck it, I'll do it. Like, I don't see why that should affect the performance. And many other things look like they will affect performance, but nobody, it was just because these people were far back. And I keep, thinking, maybe because it's like even with the show format. I talked about that last year. Before, people are now making YouTube videos like shows, multiple camera angles, it feels like a show. You understand? And before I was thinking that would not work on YouTube. Why? Because YouTube is supposed to be relatable content, casual. Apparently YouTube was always going to move towards the traditional, you understand? So it's funny to see this person doing color grading actively, because that was something that I was heavily considering. I said movie sound design, movie color grading. So that is the unique style. That's authentic. You can't say I'm copying Mr. Beast. Have you seen my videos? Really, have you actually clicked on the video? There's nothing about that screams Mr. Beast. Nothing about that screams Rian Trian. It's high. It's like a film. Like there's nothing like that. You understand? Hopefully, nothing like that comes soon. And most people are even going more in the direction of like documentary style, which is also another one with appeal. In fact, I believe documentary style have more appeal than film. I think in the order is show, documentary style, then film. The reason being that documentaries are literally well-shot vlogs. A vlog is a documentary, capture moments, piece them together. A film starts to throw in cinematic videos and things that have the tendency to not be as appealing as just show me the main thing I came for. You understand? But I'm willing to lose out on that to at least have a unique branding. But the time and the effort is the thing that has made me not want to reluctant with the TikTok gadget video. Is that but I also was going to compromise on time and effort just to get that quickly. But I'm like, it has taken already so much time. But didn't even take not enough effort. It's not justified, basically. It's taking a lot of time, but it's not justified by the effort in the video. You understand? That's why I've been reluctant towards it. So, yeah, it might be important in the long run to ensure that you don't miss out on that branding of like, hey, a lot of time and effort goes into his videos. Then it's also authentic. I've not seen a video that style. Those are the only things you should touch. The rest you should not touch. Do the trending topics. Do the trending thumbnail concepts. Copy outliers, this thing. Don't touch those ones. Just make sure time and effort goes into it and your style is unique. Those are the only ones you should do different. But do your own band something. If you don't want to call it band Amazon, call it maybe band toys. But you have to prove its authenticity in your delivery. If you can't, then don't do band. Maybe say weird. Do your own. I'm trying to do that. You need band kids toys. That band Amazon the same timing when it was trending. Then found, so it's important that you don't go and do I'm unique, because that's what ends up shooting up other people. They're trying to not look like that, so they just make videos that nobody wants to watch. If people are watching it, it's people, they want to see it. It's human psychology, they want to see it. Just deliver it in an authentic way that feels unique or original to you, and then put in a lot of time and effort to it. And that's why in the beginning of Band's Kids Toys, what did Ryan try and do? He didn't do it in his room. He did it in a studio setting. And then, but he found a justification because he does not want to be seen like a YouTuber that is going like upscaling. And then what was the line? Oh, I said to shoot it here so that my dad can seem like I have a job. As the explanation. And then what did he do? He recreated his childhood room afresh. He told you, he could have just done the video there. You might not really ask questions that will affect your engagement. He told you so that you know that what time and effort went into it. I know it looks like I'm just sitting down reviewing products. No. Look at this. I had to pay for this studio or rent it or borrow it. Whatever. Then I had to start recreating, get a bed, get a this, get a that. Time and effort. Even though while playing it minimalist, time and effort is still going into it. This penny scene is the same thing. Time and effort. That's what he did. Mr. Beast was doing time and effort and then financial effort. Rian Trian was like, can I show time and effort without the money? To prove that time and effort was the primary element for the appeal. The money was the element for the viral nature. Because you throw in a lot of money and then boom, even more. But time and effort was what. That's why people appreciated the Penny series. This guy's going around America. It's like so much time and effort, and he's posting every day. Like when you say the idea, what gets people going? Hey, yo, it's the time and effort. It's like, yo, you're really going to do that? You understand? Then you will now throw in your own personality to stand out from every other person who is putting time and effort. And that's why people are thinking, oh, personality, it's time for personality on YouTube. Do that on a video without time and effort and let me know after 10 videos. Don't do the one video that has some other outlier reason why it worked. Build a brand. 2 years. 2 years. Just 2 years, not much. Successfully build a YouTube channel brand around videos that do not take time and effort. And I mean build. I'm talking 10 million views per video. Not 2 million views occasionally. Like, no, 5 to 10 million views, 1 year. Fuck, don't go 2 years, just go 1 year. 5 to 10 million views. Fuck, drop it. 3 to 10 million views per video for 1 year on videos that don't take time and effort. I don't give a shit. It was not going to work. I almost want to say in any niche, But I don't know all the niches on YouTube and how they work. So I'm not going to say, I don't know what has happened to those niches. But in our niche, the entertainment niche, the challenge niche, the mainstream YouTube challenge niche, without time and effort, come and tell me that the video did not work. And rather, not video, the channel rather worked. Build a channel. Don't make one video. Like everybody's posting one video now of Ali Abdaal and saying that evidence of authenticity working is an Ali Abdaal video that is doing 400,000 views in one time that is a record time. It's in the save to watch later. The name is Everything is Changing. That one I talked. Life update. That update is a product of a lot of time and effort. Yes, he's just sitting down and telling you, but he's telling you about everything that is changing. So this is 6 years in the making. Like, that's what people are not saying. This video is 6 years old. This is his most effort video. So if you think this is the best performing video, rightfully so. This video took the most amount of time and effort because this video is a product of everything that's happened from the day he took the camera as a student, a medicine student, till this day. That's what you are watching now in this place, him sitting down. Because the story he's sharing took time and effort for it to happen. So his audience care and appreciate. They're like, wait, everything is changing. Like, what do you mean everything? And they must have had good retention for it to get recommendation, which means people are like, wait, oh, that's changing too. That's 6 years in the making. People will not feel or care that was changing if they have not known it for 6 years or 4 years or 2 years or 3 years. You understand? So that took time and effort too. But then, that's not like an obvious time and effort production-wise. It's time and effort story-wise, almost. Yeah. So, and that's just one video. I'm talking somebody should build a brand, successful brand, one channel, 3 to 10 million views without time and effort because you are funny. No, because you are fine. No, because you are anything. That's what started to happen to the TikTokers. Because they came just as Mr. Beast was blowing up. As they were not putting time and effort. And so the value of just being a fine person or a person of influence from TikTok, it dies off eventually. You understand? Even the Samsulek is from TikTok, apparently. I saw somebody wrote a whole this thing this morning. I was like, thank you. Somebody finally said something with regards to that. But like from TikTok, a TikToker that announced this thing. Anyways, the appeal of like, oh, you're a beautiful TikToker and nobody's fine like you dies off eventually when people every day are scrolling through videos that take a lot of time and effort. It's hard to not appreciate time and effort as a human being. That's all the movies make you do. They make you root for the character because he goes through so much and takes so much time for him to get through it. And you just start to root for him like, man, he's been through enough, man. She has been through enough. You're not going to just start off a film and make the couple break up and think we'll care. No, we need to see the time and effort that has gone into making that marriage work in the first place. So now that it's not working, all we can think of is, fuck, damn, man. All that time, all that effort in vain. And when it works, we're also like, whoa, it was really worth it. All that time, all that effort. Wow. You understand? So that is the non-negotiable. Basically, that's what this just gave me now, the word. It gave me the word to say, we know this, but not specifying it like this means you don't really have it like stamped in your brain. Even though a conversation can lead to it and you'll be like, I know it. But you can forget it if you don't have a word that you say it to yourself. If it's not simplified to a point of just this is the word or this is the sentence, then it's easy to forget in moment where necessary. You understand? And so every time I see a simplified version, I immediately grab it and I emphasize and I talk about it because those help to ensure that it stamps in the brain. And it's like so for me in my head, what that was just making me think, which I've been thinking, but not in this simplified form. It's like, okay, it's what has been holding me back with a lot of content. I'm like, okay, has enough time and effort gone into it? It's like, yes, yeah, you're just starting out. Okay, has enough time and effort gone in for this stage that I'm in? Do you understand? There's still some like entry level time and effort. Then you will now divide it to the stages. How much time and effort is necessary as somebody who wants to just get going? How much time and effort is necessary for somebody who wants to take over? So you have to then break it them to what the stages. So then determine what level of time and effort is, I want to say necessary, but I'll say it's necessary or efficient is what I'll use. Efficient for that stage or phase. I'll use stage. And I'm using stage because it creates a sense of like ladder. You know, a phase could just be one phase. The next phase could be the exact same level. Exactly. It creates a sense of level. In fact, I'll use the word level so that it feels like a game. Level 1, this is the time and effort for level 1. Level 2, this is the time and effort necessary for level 2. So I'll use level so it feels even more like a game. So you break your, it was phases I said earlier. I just saw that I wrote the stages I meant to say. Phase could be one, the next phase could be the same level. A phase just means like another, state. So bring your YouTube journey into levels. Then determine what level, what amount, so we don't have too much of the word and confuse ourselves. Then determine what amount of time and effort is necessary or efficient for that level. And what amount is necessary to move to the next level. So you know when you are not ready to move to the next level. You know what? It's such a beautiful thing. You know the levels, and you're like, I'm not ready for that level. Oh, 17 GoPro, I'm not ready for that level, or whatever the idea is. You understand? Travel to 7 countries to film like the hotel. Like, I'll just do I tested 1-star rating, go to Sokoto, go to this place, go to maybe. I don't know if I can go to like Ghana now and then go to all these other African countries and I'm not in that level yet. It's kind of like you can have a honest conversation about yourself and have a realistic expectation too of the result. And then only thing that can happen is like your mind blown now. Oh, I didn't think this level, this level there's result, this amount of result in this level with this amount of effort and time. Yes, sir. And what amount is necessary to go to the next level. Now, the challenge YouTube has had during the Mr. Beastification of YouTube is probably that they jumped straight to level 10. They just discovered this is what Mr. Beast did to become a successful creator. Funny enough, nobody talks about what Mr. Beast did to become a successful creator. People talk about what Mr. Beast is doing now. So like, oh, this is how the secret to Mr. Beast videos. And so what does somebody do? Like, right? Then I'm going to travel to 100 countries in 6 days, and I'm going to, for each of those countries, I'm going to carry a big YouTube, put a billboard of a big YouTuber until they reply me, or I'm not leaving that country. You understand? So there's like billboard of Iraq, billboard of Mr. Beast, billboard of, and the video gets 7 million views in 3 days. First video ever. And it's like, yo, but the channel dies in less than 1 year. Why? Because he did not have the resources for level 10. Even though you know how to make a level 10 video, you might not have the time and effort for a level 10 video channel. You understand? So people build level 10 videos, but it's hard to build a level 10 channel except you are level 9 and then you then enter 10. Maybe you are that of an outlier, you can go from level 8 to 10, but level 0 to level 10, it's extremely unlikely. We just solved the problem of people trying to viral YouTubers in this day and time. That all go away. It's that everybody shows up and makes a video that Mr. Beast might not even be able to make. All in the bid to outdo Mr. Beast. But here's the thing. So you're not competing with Mr. Beast on who will make the best video. It's who will make the best videos. So while you might be able to match up, you can't match up to Mr. Beast, but at least do something that is strong enough to garner, I don't want to use the word similar, but at least 10 million views. Let's put it this way. You don't want to make a video that gets 10 million views. You want to make videos that get 10 million views. So you want to build to that. You want to create a system that allows you to get to a point where 10 million views is your normal, because you have now figured out how to make videos that take that 10 million views worthy time and effort. Here's what we're going to do. You can probably even define the levels with view counts, but I don't know if I have enough data to do that. So you're like, oh, level 1 is like 100 views. Level 2 is 1,000 views. You understand? But there are some other factors that come into it. So it's like subconsciously, that's kind of like what you're chasing. And in order to get that, here's the amount of time and effort it takes. That's how Mr. Beast's brain has been successfully programmed. So he looks at your idea and it's like, no, 4 million views. Like eventually, 10 million views eventually. This eventually, if you are starting off, because these things take time to peak and spread. You understand? So the word eventually will become essential. So now you make a video and in 8 days, you got fucking 3 million views. In 2 weeks, 10 million views. You're just starting off. Will your next, you put so much, you knew you wanted it also, you went crazy. Crazier than you've ever gone. You are depleted after, like real life depletion. Right? And you get it. You get that 10 million views. Will your next video take even more time and effort whilst maintaining all the element of enjoyment and virality, like a great topic, a great packaging. All those ones is not even negotiable. Yeah. We're talking about a bunch of non-negotiables here. That's the thing with YouTube, is that so much non-negotiable elements, and you still have to add those negotiable ones to stand out. Yes, sir. So you still need a good topic, you still need to find a good topic. There's so many factors that play the role. Time and effort, but also the fact that you found a topic that was appealing. And one of the appeal of the topics is that people imagine that it takes a lot of time and effort. So the topic takes a lot of time and effort, it took you a lot of time and effort, you brainstormed and you found a topic that takes so much time, so much effort. In fact, let's specify, it took 30 days to film this video. You understand? And get it out there, and you got the views. And it not take 30 days based on your own shortcomings. It took 30 days because the topic of the video is a 30 days worthy topic. It requires 30 days, realistically, minimum, to get this done. Now you get that views, right? That does not mean much with regards to positioning yourself like Mr. Beast. Because now, for the rest of the year, each video has to go from 30 days. The next one needs to be more than 30 days. And the next one needs to be more than that one. And not you choosing to just spend 60 days on it. I mean, the idea sounds like it takes that long. Darata just got that viral video he got now with the island. There is a creator name, Mr. Beast. But also people think of the effort it takes, similar to what Eric did then, to find the island without asking Mr. Beast. It takes a lot of like logistics to like calculate and find it, then find your way all the way to it and actually land there. And sneak onto it in his own case because you're never supposed to be there. So you find a way to end up on an island. Only you is there, nobody in the world like knows that you are there, supposedly. Yeah. That's crazy. Like, how did you do that? Now your next one has to be crazy. I promise more than this had. Then you need to do that for 2 years before we can now have a conversation of you might be like Mr. Beast. You understand? Why? Because Mr. Beast has been doing that for 6 years, going to 6 years now. And you can go and track. The next one was like, this guy wants to kill his, this guy wants, what? Do you understand? So, moral of the story is levels. Approaching it with treating the YouTube like a game. And there's level 1, level 2, level 3. And for each level that you are in, you're asking yourself, how much time and effort being a key element in this game, the survival of this game is time and effort. That's how you survive levels, and that's how you go to the next ones. So, how much time and level is necessary and efficient to survive this level 1? Then, how much time and effort would you now take per video consistently to now go to the next level? So you're like, okay, now time to go to the next level. Time to start making videos that fucking take 3 months. Take note, something people forget. It's not just how much time and effort went to making the video. How much time and effort does the title say that went into making the video? That's one that I've never seen anybody mention. They just talk about the time and effort. That's where some people would have gotten it wrong. What do you say? Some people would have gotten it wrong, right? And some of these people will come to your mind. The video does not feel like it's worth investing this much time and effort. But then there's like 700 camera angles, there's a drone, there's GoPros, there's crazy editing, you understand? And there's like fucking some tech devices even in the video. But still, they try not to laugh. You see, people don't feel like there's much promise to that. You understand? Because but it has more appeal than the other try not to laugh. Congratulations. But not a video where you tested all the 1-star rated hotels in fucking America. Because we are like, okay, you have to really travel to all of them. When you eat from every, what's his name? Gordon Ramsay restaurant. It's like, okay, you're going to travel to every Gordon Ramsay restaurant in America. And the people start to imagine how many they know that there is. The title, this is a serious secret that is that the title promises time and effort. And that's why you saw people's the 100 thing working. Yes. Oh, 100, they're like, 100? Okay. It's not just time and effort going into the video, which is also essential. Because on the other spectrum, you now have the clickbait YouTubers who say, I bought 100 banned Amazon items. Then actually review only 30. Then they still suffer for it in comparison to people who say they bought 100 and at least claim through whatever way to show that they bought 100. Do you get? So that's why I'm saying with the title, this video took so much time and effort. Like imagine 100 banned Amazon items. Wow. Then the viewer comes and it's like, okay, not that much time and effort. I'm out. Some of them. Yeah. Then there's the one that, oh, this video is a try not to laugh. Oh, I'm not even watching. And then the viewer enters like, oh, this looks like a try not to laugh that took 63 days to film. Still a try not to laugh anyways. So it's not very promising. Even though it delivers the appeal of time and effort, it's not promising. So you must promise, then over-deliver. So you must promise massively. The title will have to promise you. I'm promising you this is the craziest video you've ever seen. That's what your title is. That's the goal of your title. This is either the crazy. This is no, not craziest. This is so much time and effort went into this video. Basically, I'm promising you that this video took so much time and effort. Then you enter and realize it's more time and effort than the title even promised you. You're like, wait, I didn't realize redesigning 100 logos was even going to be that stressful. You understand? As stressful as I thought it to be, it was even more. That's what I'm trying. People think we are trying to just sit down and make random videos. They're like, oh, you can make any random thing. Redesigning 100 logos is not random, my brother. That's like serious work. Now, is it 10 million views worthy? Maybe not. The video will probably not do 10 million views. But it's not a random video. He's not making random videos. He's very smart. He has still not posted any video that I look at and I'm like, okay, this was just a random video. There's some element he expected to do something. And even if he did not do the thing, there was an expectation from his end. This is science for him. This is not just, they think it's just a kid playing. No, this is a kid looking for how to use science to his favor and just do his thing. Just like he says, just a guy. He wants to be able to use science to his favor and be just a guy, but at least let people watch me. Please, I want a lot of people to watch me. As many as possible. I don't even know how many I want. But I want them to watch me be just a guy. So I'm going to apply science to help me do that. I'm not just there being actually just a guy. You understand? And so it's time and effort. It's video topics that promise time and effort went into them, and then time and effort actually going into them, and potentially more time and effort than people thought went into them. Now, these days, those are the only kind of video topics that even, for us that also follow trend, that even trend. It's the video topics that people are like, oh, that must have taken a lot of time and effort. Like, how did you get 100 years of school lunch? You understand? It's like, yo, how did you get, 250 banned Amazon items? How did you? And then you see creators saying, no, I went to ban Amazon office by myself. Whether to show those are for kids. To show the kids that I put even more effort. I went to the office, Amazon, go. I went to their office and it's them that gave me these items. You understand? So yeah, time and effort is the thing. But alone, that would not do it. You still need a unique style that is appealing. A unique, appealing style. So what you're asking yourself now, your style will grow over the years, just as with anything. As you learn more, maybe you tweak more, you fall in love with more things, you're tweaking. But your time and effort is what you will now figure out how to use. That's the real thing. This is a game about conservation. That's what I'm thinking about every day. How can I conserve my time and my energy and my money? Because I have to do this for 10 years. So I can go crazy and not post and make the craziest video I can make that will get us at least 100,000 to 1 million views in 6 months. That's like a walk between now and July next year. We'll start now and just start working towards it, saving towards it. Think, like really brainstorm and find that one idea that sounds like, yo, that sounds like all this big YouTubers video. Then do it. And it actually like, oh my God, go 1 million views. Of what use is that when we cannot make that 20 more times? So what did we gain? We then go back to like 1,000 views. So what do we gain? It has happened. Okay, cool. Yes, we are finally 100,000 subscribers because you probably hit 100,000 when you get that first viral video. We put the play button. I put the play button. But like I'm back to like this state of like, what do I do? It's about figuring out a strategy that allows you to progress in the levels versus jumping straight to the final level and you are not ready for the final boss. You understand? So now that's what it is for me now, is to figure out how am I going to distribute my time and effort to and gain as much as this level is supposed to, and stay on this level long enough to when I know that on that level 1, long enough to when it's now time for level 2, then I start to put the level 2 effort. And that way, I'm not expecting level 2 reward in level 1 because I know I'm doing level 1 effort and time. And I don't feel bad because that's the best I can give it at that time. You understand? So that's where the real question then comes. The best I can give it at that time. So that's the thing for me now. What's the best I can give it at that time? Like at this point in time. You understand? If I put out the video, it's like, is it the best it could be for now? I'm not saying the best ever. The best ever will take a long time. Is it the best could I have put in a little more time and effort? Should I put in a little more time and effort now and not worry too much? It's a thing of, you either like, this is very interesting. So, you are either, man, maybe just follow the old person and do what he did. But I was going to say, it's tricky. You are either going to start off, you say, as most people would advise, just get the content going for now. Now, for us, most of those advice don't usually apply because they're talking about they want you to learn how to film. They're like, no. Those days, I've done this for 10 years. I've already get going. You understand? But they're like, you would imagine that it's like, okay, maybe don't make the best videos because consistency is important. Just be going so that you can go weekly, right? And then eventually, slowly, you start to then reduce it and increase the quality. You understand? And then you can now post, so let's say less time and effort now, and then more time and effort in future. Are you following? But the funny thing, the reverse, which turns out to be exactly what Mr. Beast did, is more time and effort from the get-go with less posting until he can find people to put hand to never compromise on time and effort. And so now he started from posting once in a while to weekly, which is kind of the reverse of the other one of start now and start posting weekly. Then later you can start posting once in a while. So it's like you could go non-negotiably every video. It's like great effort went into them, whatever that time and effort went into it based on your style. And then you then work hard to start figuring out how the fuck am I going to start getting people, like a team, to be able to still produce this quality. So it's like it's like hitting your head on the wall and asking, I'm not going to compromise on time and effort. How the fuck am I going to still go weekly? And the answer is get more people. You understand? But it's like, what stage is then ripe for that? How far can you push it before you need to get more people? And when you're pushing it that far, how frequent can you go? You understand? So what I would say the ideal thing would be is what we already said: divide it into levels and compromise until you get to the level of no compromise. You understand? So it's like from level 5, that's it, no compromise. It's the best shit in the world, and we're not posting that shit at all. If I don't post in a year, then fuck it. It is what it is. Now, here's where you go. So you now create something like not the best video, but we need to stay consistent upload. Priority, consistent upload, the best time and effort to meet this consistent upload. Then when I get to this, so like, best time and effort to meet this consistent upload, best time and effort, and then when you get to this point, it's like, fuck it, fuck consistent upload. The video just has to be the best, or we're not posting. Then you now slowly start going to, the video is the best, or we're not posting, to the video is the best, and we still have to be consistent on upload. You understand? So you go from weekly to not weekly, back to weekly. But when you're coming back to weekly this time, you're not negotiating time and effort. It's that you're going to hire more hands to make the time and effort to be able to get more content. But you start off maybe still weekly, if truly weekly can do it, or bi-weekly, if that's what it has to be. You understand? But not negotiating on it. It might still be monthly, just basically a fixed schedule to not a fixed schedule if a fixed schedule will get in the way of the time and effort necessary. So time and effort with fixed schedule. So ask yourself, what is the quality that is the base minimum? So that's what I have to answer now. What's the base minimum? What's the lowest? When it's all said and done, what's the lowest they should say a JP's video can go? That lowest is what it needs to be now. So I have to define what that lowest is. What's the lowest it can be? That lowest, no compromising, that's level 1. That lowest now, how consistent can it be? Is it weekly? Once a week, twice a month, or once a month? Weekly, bi-weekly, or monthly? So that's what the question I need to answer now. Weekly, bi-weekly, or monthly? How long will it take based on the amount of time and effort that a base JP video should be? So what is a base JP video? You understand? That is level 1. So let's put this in. What's a level 1 JP video? Exactly. Because I can make level 10. I've learned. I don't have the resources, but I can take time and gather resources to make one level 10 video. But I don't know if I can make 150 more level 10 videos. You understand? So no. So let me come back and see how. So step 1, define a JP video by levels. You understand? By level of time and effort. And so what is the level 1? Let me go again to this thing is step 1. Define a level 1 JP video. Step 2, determine how long is realistic to make a level 1 JP video. And based on that time, turnaround time, you then determine what is the posting schedule for that. If it's once a month, then fuck it. Once a month it is. You start from once a month and start to go. You understand? If it's once in 2 weeks, then fuck it. That's it. Everything will get better when you have more hands. Everything will get faster, I meant to say, when you have more hands. So now determine what is a JP video level 1. Not the craziest JP video the world will ever see, but the minimum JP video you want to say this is a JP video. Treat it like beta version. JP beta. When you launch a product, there's the beta version. Just like what I was saying yesterday about those softwares. I'm like, the first software is not the main one. It's going to eventually get better. So, but this is like the minimum. You are like, this is what we are trying to create. So I have to know what's JP beta, and I'm going to be in beta mode for a long time until I have a team. And that could be 10 years, 7 years, 6 years. But I'm going to be in beta mode, and I'm not going to negotiate. And every time I see an opportunity to scale increase the frequency upload without tampering with this thing, then I do that. You understand? But what's the base minimum of a JP video? I have to determine what's the base minimum of a JP video. That's going to be the level 1, what we are going to do, and what posting schedule is realistic based on that base minimum. That becomes the posting schedule. That determines how often we are going to be posting until when it's time to go to level 2. We are then asking ourselves, what's the base minimum for level 2? How realistic that's what will determine the posting schedule for level 2. We keep increasing the levels and accepting the posting schedule that comes with that level until you then reach the top level, and then the question starts to become, now we need to post more consistently. How can we add more hands to make sure that we maintain this level and post more consistently? You understand? It's the struggle of my entire life has always been the quality I want to be known for versus the resources I have. And that's why I was like, okay, fuck, I'll do Aboki. Then I was like, I'm not doing this Aboki thing, man. That's not what the brand I want. Then I started making those videos with multiple characters and fucking 7 me in one video, well shot cinematically. There's like over the shoulder shots with blur angles and stuff. Why? This is what I want to be known for, but I can't like do this consistently enough. If I was posting this every day as skit, I know that I will get success, but I can't make it only like once in a month. So that's the biggest struggle I've had my entire career, has been compromising on the quality that I want to be known for, because my resources is way below the quality that I want to be known for. You understand? And so I have to then determine now with this journey now, level 1, what's the not compromise? Fuck it, just don't worry, and just stick to that. And then when you get to the quality you want, then just bang your head on the question, how can I post consistently doing this without compromising on the quality, and insist on figuring that out. Like that let that be the stress. You understand? Because that's really, I've always wanted to create a brand like Apple. Like, you know, that's always been the thing, like Disney. Those are the two people. I was going to put frames of people, and I was just thinking of like which people. I'm like, okay, well, Steve Jobs. And I'm not the fan of like idolizing people. You understand? But like, what are the people that I respect, like, or I were huge inspirations to who I am as a creative. And I'm like, and I do not check me now, so I just go back to me 2013 when I started getting more ambitious creative wise. Who were those people? Then I was like, okay, Steve Jobs, Walt Disney. These were the people that I could not like. It was like, this is what I want to do. You understand? So I was like, okay, if I was to get, those are like the two people that if I was to, because I need to put just for the beautification, for decoration, but then I'm not going to put somebody, if I'm going to do that, I'm going to put people that have recognition. You understand? They are recognizable in the culture of what we do, but also mean something to me in comparison to somebody that I could care less about. You understand? So I was like, okay. And those two people are an example of not compromising on the quality or the standard. But not compromising on the standard when you don't have the resources makes it not work. So it's now like, okay, maybe you then find a fair compromise at the base minimum and trust, and then figure out the rest of the problem, and not come back to touch the quality and be punching. That's why I say bang the head on the wall. That's how bad it is going to be to try to find a way to make that work. You understand? And thankfully, I have 10 years. That's quite some time to be able to figure out how to make that work. You understand? So it's like Apple not compromising on quality no matter what. Like Apple is Apple. That's the kind of brand I want to create. If you're looking at YouTubers, it's like in that education niche, you see like the way Ali Abdaal used to have like this, type of quality to him. Then he came in Mangazi with an even more that type of quality to him. That's what I'm, talking about. So yeah, I think this is a very, very unexpected conversation that is extremely important and defining. And so the action step now is to build out levels. It would be cool to even just have it as a thing on the wall, the different levels to YouTube, and like level 1. And then in level 1, so determine what is a level 1 JP video. And the level 1 JP video is going to be the base minimum. No matter how bad it gets, a video will never be less than this quality. And that's, you understand, this quality based on time and effort. And then the consistent thing is the style. The style is never compromised on. It's like, yes, the style, it will grow, it will evolve, it will be tweaked. But like, there's always going to be a style. It should always feel different. You understand? And then this should be the lowest time and effort that should go into it. That gives you a few times, like, this is the video, I'm not doing this video. If I'm doing this video, then I have to put a spin on it that makes it take time and effort. Because you want the viewer to expect time and effort every time they think of you. It's like, time and effort. Now you're not going to be the first. There's a ton of people. You understand? So that's not, it's not going to be something that people are like, oh man, I like him, time and effort. Well, there's many people that do time and effort. What I want people to, my unique selling point is the extra time and effort added to the normal time and effort that goes into making it feel like a film. That's the one I want you to leave and be like, the stuff feels like a film, the storytelling, the color grading, the sound design, everything feels like a movie. The time and effort is even just entry level, just so that you count me as somebody, you can respect me as a creator. So I'm saying, respect me as a creator, time and effort. I'm like, look at time, I'm using time and effort to say, respect me as a creator. Remember me as JP. You understand? How would you remember me? Well, that felt like a movie. Why would you respect me? Well, that took a lot of time and effort. So I already know that in this level 1, the amount of time and effort I reduce will also affect the amount of respect they have for me. You will remember me, Sha, because I'm going to still make it like a movie. You that came and saw and go, you will Sha remember me because it will feel like a movie. And that one, I'm not compromising on it. You understand? But I'm compromising on time and effort based on sustainability. And I know that, you will not respect me like, maybe like Ryan Trahan or Mr. Beast or some of even all these other people are not as big. Because I know it didn't take that much. These boys travel across countries doing stuff. I'll get to that level. Pardon me. For now, just respect the time and effort it took to make it. And then give me whatever amount of respect that is deserving of. And if that respect is 1,000 views, I accept it. I'll still scale, I'll still grow, I'll still get to the next level, and the next level, and the next level. You understand? So, yeah. So it's like 2024, which is pretty much next week. It's like level 1. Level 1 truly starts. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to cut myself a slack on that. And I'll take this as a real, truly defining moment. And I'm going to actually answer the question of what is a base level JP video, which I think I don't need to answer. A base level JP video is what I'm working on now. That's a base level, that's a level 1 JP video. And so it's the timing of this is very perfect. That's a level 1 video. And so I'm not making any video that is less than that. Now, this is what I kind of already feel, which is why I say I've been hesitant with the TikTok gadget. As I didn't get it out that quickly, I felt reluctant to get it out again. You understand? I've just been thinking about it in my head and I left it first. You understand? So a best level JP video is what we're working on now. And when I make that, then for the first year, that is my level 1. I'm not trying to get it crazier than that, too much time and effort to that, to a point where I can no longer do it. So now I'm going to find out how long does it take me to make this video. That's how often I can post. Because this is the best, you understand? How long does it take me to make this video? That's how often I can post. And I'm going to make this video as well as I consider level 1 a JP video. You understand? So time and effort and then style. Level 1. Level 2, when it's time to go to the next level, it might be like a reality, it might be like after a whole year before I feel confident in my resources to say now, time to step it up to level 2. This amount of time and effort. You understand what I'm saying? It might be 3 months, it might be 1 month, it might not be consistent. It might be like a year. The next time I enter like level 3, level 4, level 5 in 1 year, based on some magic, something that happens. Maybe I have more resources, whether that is people resources or money or whatever. And I'm like, oh shit, I have more resources now. I need to go even to the next level. So, farewell to Oklahoma. Good luck to all the people who want to jump to level 10. And it's important. That's why I say I don't get intimidated when somebody just like boom, or people like this thing. Even like people who are now like added as top creators who clearly have like a tank in their views or are no longer respected or cared about. That's not the journey. I used to say that's not the journey I want. Please take 50 years if it's what it takes for me to get there and stay there. I don't care how long it takes. The most important thing for me is when I get there, I want to stay there, I want to have fun, and I want to stay there until I don't want to be there anymore. I don't want to just be like, at some point, the fastest growing YouTuber in the world. Then I just tank at 10 million subscribers, and then my views is like 2 million, 1 million. That doesn't really make sense. I've not seen anybody since MrBeast that I admire their growth, other than Ryan Tran. But both these people were never the fastest growing YouTubers from the on-go. At some point in their career, they hit level 10. I don't know one YouTuber that went from level 0 to level 10 that is around now and getting 5 million views consistently. In fact, I don't know one YouTuber getting 5 million views consistently in the mainstream side other than MrBeast and Ryan Tran. You understand? Almost everybody that was said to at some point, like, yo, he just made a video with MrBeast, bro, he's just getting 5 million subscribers in 1 year, 2 million subscribers in 6 months. All of them, like literally, every single one of them does not do 5 million views per video. And Ryan Tran, who does want 5 million views per video, did not come from that. He had this, like, it was in levels. There was levels. MrBeast too, there was levels. They both had levels. And that's more sustainable. That's what I want. Level by level, 10 years, 10 levels, I don't know how many levels there are to it, but just level by level, and then trusting the process and continue to time and effort increase per level. Style evolve over the years. It's not per level per se, except the aspects of the level that come with time and effort. You understand? The aspects of the style that come with time and effort. It's like, okay, this is the level of color grading I'm giving now. This is just level 1 color grading. Trust me, guys, in level 2, the color grading is going to be even crazier. You understand? Like 17 more hours I'm adding to color grading. Oh, you think the sound design is crazy? Wait till you see what I plan for level 2. When I breathe, you could hear the Foley sound. Like the contact, I'm adding more hours to that. You understand? Oh, level 3, we're going crazy with level 3. Now we're having more. That's eventually you now start having more characters. That could be also, that's like a level thing too. Oh, now we're having people in the video. Oh, now we are traveling in the video. Oh, now we are doing this in the video. Things continue to add and add and add and add in different levels. And each level, I'm accepting the reward of that level, because that's it's a game. I'm in that level. Don't worry, I'll beat each level and I'll get to level 10. It's a game. I'll keep trying. The time I want to go to level 2, it might fail, and I'll get back to like level 1. It's fine. That's game. That's how the game is. I'll come back again and I'll keep failing. Then before you know, I'll make it to level 2. Whew, successfully figured it out. In fact, it makes sense when I struggle to get to level 2, because I will not struggle to stay in level 2, because it took me a lot of figuring out to figure out how to get here. So now I'm more likely to understand how to stay here than if I just started and ended up in level 2. And I missed out so much learning in level 1. You understand? So it's such an interesting ride, and you see that in this journey of these multiple levels, and in these 10 years, you're going to have YouTubers start from 0 and run to 2 million and stay like that for run to fucking 10 million and stay for 2 years and become a sensation, and you're like, maybe we are doing this wrong, and you're going to watch them also go down, or just that's still go down and no longer have that, and you're like, oh shit, I don't know when it's going to come again. There's going to be probably 5 to 10 sensations before the day they're like, oh my god, it's JP that everybody's making a breakdown for on YouTube. You understand? That's the hard part for people, to be able to say this thing that I say now. First of all, I haven't tried for 10 years in the first place. Then start again. And now I'm going to watch 10 to 20 people potentially become the next YouTube sensation. You understand? And still keep trusting the process. That's Ryan Tran. That's MrBeast. I was watching MrBeast's new video when the intro, rather, just as we saw it. And I was just I feel like, man, this is the level of attention and respect, not necessarily at the scale, but just the The respect the content commands is something that I admire as a creator. You understand? But I'm like, that's it. Mr. Beast used to watch Logan Paul and PewDiePie and all these people and just be a random guy with a funny green screen talking about how he didn't go to school today, so he's going to make this thing. In those moments, we take note. Face Clan were getting tons of views. PewDiePie, it looked, Markiplier, all these people, it looks, if you go into Mr. Beast's head, it would have also felt impossible as he's staying there. Then he watched many things happen, because he's been doing YouTube since 2013. 2013, Mr. Beast started doing YouTube. So think of everybody that has blown in between then. He watched them blow up. That's what I'm talking about. You're going to watch all of it happen while you are actually trying. He's trying, like it was not unserious. He was working very, very hard. But that's the natural part of the process. So you're going to be there and there'll be new sensations. Bunch of, very likely white boys, and then, come and then, hey, whoa, and then like this, all know what they are doing now. If they go, boom, it's unlikely that they stay. Because even, like, I've not seen none, there's none, apart from the Antenna Mr. Beast since 2019 till now, that rose and maintained the level they rose to. That I'm not talking about, they're not all broke and no longer getting views at all. But they are now back to level 2 views. Probably still putting in level 10 effort and not getting as much this thing. Why? Because it's inconsistent. Level 10 today, level 1 effort for like 7 months. Level 9, the viewer don't know what to expect. Who are you? Are you a guy that gives me the most time and effort, or just like, you understand? So yeah, so as you're going to see people go with that and then go with that until when the day finally comes. And then that's when videos like this will not be like, oh, what? Because like, oh wow, yes, everybody's like doing a breakdown of this thing. And here's the funny thing, you'd want to recreate it, but that shit took 10 years, so good luck. Because that's what I'm doing. I'm trying to recreate Mr. Beast's own, and that shit took 10 years. So I'm on my own 10 years journey of trying to figure out I don't know how long it took him. If you use when he started YouTube, you say maybe 6 years. But like to get where he is now, 10 years. But I'm going on my own journey based on where I am now and where I'm trying to get to. When you total it's 20 years. So it depends on where you're even coming from. If you're coming from where I'm coming from, you want to do this shit, probably 10 to 20 years or less. I don't know. But it's going to take some time. You understand? And that's the beauty of it, is the fact that it's what we are saying, the time and effort for the brand will now come from the fact that he's been doing this for like 7 years, trying for like 10 years. So there's not only appreciation of the time and effort that went into the videos, it's the time and effort that went into the channel. I went into this documentation as well. All right.
Hey, let's go.
And that's coupled with the fact that I intend to do something I already talked about before, that I talked about it when we were still in the early days of talking about the branding and brand marketing and positioning, when it was still even X. And we're doing that too, which is like for all the content. And now with what we're even saying now, and talking about effort and all this, it becomes even more of it carries an appeal of some sort, which is behind the scenes. I intend to have it's a big major thing that I intend to make as a part of I've talked about it before, there's a channel dedicated to that. Down the road, you're having the behind the scene feel like fucking Netflix behind the scene, and they're talking about, whatever the crazy thing that happens in those videos are, at the time, the amount of time and effort, whether that's getting the time and effort it took to get a celebrity, or time and effort it took to pull off a stunt that nobody had done, or only few people can do, or whatever it is, then, you understand? So in the beginning, it might look like a waste of time, but like down the road, those behind the scenes will be a very huge part of the JP brand, because people will be able to look behind the scene, people will get curious, and then see the answer in the behind the scene. So I tend to start in level 1, because in level 10, people will be surprised that, wait, this is what you are doing for level 1? Wow, that was more time and effort than I actually thought. You understand? So it's like, it's very key into this particular conversation. Time and effort. We're going to be showing the aspect of the time and effort that are not reflected in the video. They will reflect in the behind the scenes of the video. You understand? And that's going to be the primary content on JP Studios, the channel. The JP Studios channel, because JP Studios is pretty much the production company behind that. Even that production company is starting off as one man, where you're going to see the one man in action until when it's in level 8, and it's now like a Mr. Beast production. Like, there's no way this thing started off NU or level whatever. You understand? You look back and be like, look, it's just him, carry tripod, drop here, carry this one, drop here. There's no way this is not real. This cannot be real. So down the road, when there's a fucking studio in Lagos that is pretty much like the JP Studio has a studio lot in Lagos that you enter and it's like America, and it's different. Any iconic places I know that are necessary for content, whether that's NYC, which is New York, or LA, or anywhere that is iconic in the US that is essential for filming. Recreate Paris. Have like a mini or a distinct version. Like recreate all the iconic places in the world to be able to film whatever shit I want, all in Lagos at a low cost, because Lagos is cheaper than any of those places. So I'm not fucking living. I'm just going to like also be in those places and being everywhere all at the same time. So yeah, so that's another one. I was going to talk about it whenever it made the most sense, but this time and effort thing is really a good example of it, because it's like if you cannot see it through the channel, you will see through the behind the scene how the levels went from level 1 to level fucking 1000. Wow, this is like the third recording and it's like 37 minutes. Time flies. This was that one that I just started because the other ones were like, anyways.